Alright folks, welcome back to Glesga News. Right, I'm back on the old Daily Record. This is a story, it's Thursday, March the 12th, 2020. This is a story by Kirsty Feerick. You're on the Glesga News, Kirsty, welcome to Glesga News, hen. Right, this story surrounds a couple from Orkney. Now, Orkney, for those that are not aware, is an island just off the coast, the tip of Scotland. Now, the people of Orkney, to be honest with you, a lot of them don't actually consider themselves to be Scottish. No. They consider themselves to be Norwegian. Scandinavian. Like Vikings came there, so they're descendant from Vikings. Well, I can understand that because so am I. But anyway, never mind that. So this man and wife are there, and the husband says to his wife, "Listen, hen," and he said that in an Orkney accent. He said, "Listen, hen, you've been a wee bit down the now, so I'm going to take you away for the weekend." So they had this map of the world, right, on the wall, and they had a dartboard and a set of darts. So he blindfolded his wife and he says, you throw that dart at that map of the world, and darling, wherever that lands, I'm going to take you away for the weekend. So she threw the dart, and it landed smack bang right in the middle of Coronavirusville, aka Naples, Italy. He booked 2 flights. 2 days later he was there. Now they only went for the weekend, and when they came back, they seemed fine. So they met their family and friends. "Oh, how was your weekend? There you go, there's some rock for Naples." Whatever. So about 3 or 4 days after they're back, one of them starts coughing, sneezing. Started hearing more about coronavirus. Tested. Bang. Positive for corona. Holy Toledo. What are we going to do? So they're worried obviously about their family, their friends that they have interacted with. They feel responsible. They feel like they've gave them possibly a chance that they've passed this on. But it's not just that. The rest of the island's found out, right? And they're all talking about them. And the word is, the rest of the island want to put them on a Viking longboat and push it out to fucking sea. But listen, that's not the reason I'm talking about this story. This story reminded me of something that I came across. See, I read a lot of these kind of scientific papers. That's the kind of stuff I read. When I'm not reading the Daily Record, I read like scientific papers, about health things. So I was reading this scientific paper. Where did you read that? Well, it was in my work. It was in the toilet in my work. Well, no, it's like you're in the toilet. I was reading it, right? So basically the gist of this story was, it was about a Scottish guy abroad. And this is what reminded me of the story. This couple abroad, this Scottish guy abroad. It was Africa, right? And he was driving through Africa and his motor broke down, right? Middle of nowhere. So he couldn't fix it. So he started wandering about. And he wandered in through the bush and he came across this village. And unfortunately for him, this village turned out to be ground zero for the Ebola virus, the flesh-eating virus, and he just found himself right smack in the middle of it. So he tapped on this hut, this sort of corrugated door on a hut, and this woman opened the door and says, "Aye, what is it?" And he said, "I'm looking for digs in now." She says, "Well, we've got that Ebola, flesh-eating disease." He says, "I don't care about that. Does that make it cheaper?" She went, "Well, aye, it does." He says, "Okay then." So he stayed with her for a couple of days. She didn't have a phone in the house, so he said to her, "Listen, I need to get to a phone. Where is there a phone?" She says, "There's a phone box in the next village." So he marches to the next village, goes on the phone to his ma. "Hello, ma." "Aye, what is it?" "Well, listen, I broke down." "Aye." "I broke down in Africa, ma." "Okay, aye." "Now, listen, can you send me any money?" "No, I can't." "Well, look, wait a minute, ma. I need some help here." "Right, okay, well, I'll see what I can do." So he handed out his details to his mother, etc, etc. And within 2 days, this village that he was in suddenly became completely mobbed by UN medical teams trying to cure this Ebola, right? So he's wandering about. His name was Jimmy McKinley, right? He's one of these guys that's always abroad, you know. You give him a phone, where are you? I'm in Africa, you know, somewhere. He's always somewhere like that. Anyway, so Jimmy's went up to the airport where all these UN people are, because they were doing the postal. He says, here, if you get any mail for Jimmy McKinley. And they went, hold on, actually we do. And they dragged out this crate. He's like, oh, here, what is this? This is maybe going to be an alternator. Because that's what was wrong with his motor. The alternator was away. And he opened it up. And there wasn't an alternator in it. There was a birthday card with a tenner in it for his ma. And she sent him a crate of Irnbru, 38 cans of Irnbru. He was totally delighted. He actually drank 2 of them on the runway. So he dragged this crate of Irnbru back to the hut and said to the woman, here, hen, have you got change of a tenner? She said, no, we don't accept Scottish money here. I couldn't believe that, right? I thought he was in England for a minute. Anyway, so he says, oh, don't worry about it. Here's half a dozen cans of Irnbru. So he gave her the Irnbru and she started drinking it. The next day he was standing talking to one of the guys in the village who had obvious flesh-eating Ebola, and he accidentally splashed some Irnbru on this guy's open wound, so the guy chased him because of it, right? But 2 days later that wound had completely healed. Alright? So it didn't take long for the people of that village to put 1 and 1 together and make 4. Is that right? 2. 2 days later, Jimmy had disappeared and everybody in the village was drinking Irnbru. Eh? So the moral of the story is Irnbru will more than likely cure coronavirus. I know this because it cures almost everything. I wash my hair and it cures dandruff. Right? Cures dandruff. It takes rust off all spanners. You know? I cleaned the front of my teleweight the other day. It's brilliant for that. And I pour it in my bath. So, that's all I've got to say on that. If you like the content, hit the like button, share and subscribe. Peace out.